Did you know that the UFC was founded in 1993? It was created to determine the most effective martial art in a no-holds-barred competition. The first UFC event was called UFC 1, and it was held in Denver, Colorado. It featured fighters from different disciplines competing against each other. One interesting fact is that Royce Gracie, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist, won the first UFC tournaments. His skills proved the effectiveness of BJJ in mixed martial arts. The UFC has had its share of controversial moments. For instance, in UFC 229, Conor McGregor fought Khabib Nurmagomedov, which resulted in a massive brawl afterward. Did you know that the UFC was initially considered a freak show? It faced criticism and was even banned in some states. However, the UFC evolved over the years, adopting unified rules that made the sport safer and more regulated. The octagon, the signature cage for UFC fights, was designed to prevent fighters from falling out. Its shape is an 8-sided ring that enhances safety. Conor McGregor, one of UFC's biggest stars, became the first fighter to hold titles in 2 weight classes simultaneously. The UFC has expanded globally, hosting events in countries like Brazil, Australia, Japan, and the United Arab Emirates. Did you know that Ronda Rousey was the first female UFC champion? She revolutionized women's MMA with her armbar submissions. UFC fighters are among the highest-paid athletes in the world. For example, Brock Lesnar earned over $5 million for a single fight. The sport's popularity skyrocketed with the advent of pay-per-view, PPV, broadcasting. UFC 229 reportedly generated over $200 million in revenue. Fighting styles in the UFC are diverse. Fighters often combine striking, wrestling, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and kickboxing. Jon Jones holds the record for the most title defenses in the light heavyweight division. He is considered one of the greatest fighters ever. In UFC history, there have been rare instances of fighters competing after severe injuries. Their resilience inspires fans worldwide. Did you know that some UFC fighters have cross-trained in multiple disciplines? This enhances their adaptability in the octagon. The UFC also organizes the Ultimate Fighter reality show to discover new talent. Many winners have gone on to become champions. Technology has played a significant role. Instant replays and data analysis help referees make accurate decisions during fights. UFC fighters undergo rigorous training camps. These can last up to 8 weeks and include strength, conditioning, and strategy sessions. Diverse weight classes ensure fair competition. From strawweight to heavyweight, each class presents unique challenges. The UFC has a strict anti-doping policy. Athletes are regularly tested to promote fair play and integrity. Did you know that some UFC fights have ended with unconventional methods like headbutts or eye gouges? Though illegal, they are part of fight lore. The sport has also inspired countless movies, documentaries, and even comic books. UFC stars become pop culture icons. MMA gloves used in UFC are designed to protect the hands while allowing fighters to punch effectively. Their design has evolved over time. UFC's lightweight division is known for its fast-paced and technical fights, often producing fight-of-the-night candidates. The youngest UFC champion was Randy Orton, who won at age 22, showcasing that age isn't a barrier to greatness in MMA. Some fighters have background in other sports, such as boxing, wrestling, or martial arts, adding to the diversity of fighting styles. The sport's fan base includes people from all walks of life, united by a passion for competition and martial arts. Women's MMA gained prominence when Ronda Rousey became champion, breaking gender barriers in the sport. Did you know that UFC has its own Hall of Fame? It honors fighters, contributors, and moments that shaped the sport. Fighting in the UFC requires not only physical prowess, but also mental toughness. Fighters train their minds as much as their bodies. The UFC has faced criticism over fighter pay and health concerns, sparking ongoing debates in the sports community. Despite challenges, the organization continues to grow, with new stars emerging and expanding its global reach. The UFC's commitment to safety includes medical checks, pre-fight screenings, and immediate medical attention if needed. Fighters often develop dedicated fan bases. Some are celebrated for their personalities as much as their fighting skills. In recent years, UFC has embraced esports and digital media, reaching broader audiences worldwide. Urgent boxers like Israel Adesanya and Kamaru Usman are currently redefining the sports landscape with their skills. UFC events are often sold out, demonstrating the enormous appeal of mixed martial arts as a sporting spectacle. The sport continues to evolve with innovations in training, nutrition, and injury prevention, ensuring fighters perform at their best.